This is Wageningen, a historic university town in the province of Gelderland, with a population of about 42,600 people, a place I had never visited before. Wageningen is very old. It got city rights in the 13th century, but the town was damaged in World War II. It's also where the Nazis signed their capitulation on the 5th of May 1945. Since then, that day has become a national holiday. The local branch of the Cyclists Union invited me to evaluate the town's cycling situation from my outsider's perspective. From a foreign perspective, Wageningen's infrastructure may seem pretty good for cycling, but I was asked to be critical. In a presentation for members of the Cyclists Union, I pointed out 5 things that stood out for me regarding transportation in Wageningen. The first thing that caught my attention was how friendly Wageningen is for car drivers. Big roads from all directions go straight into the city centre. Sure, there are cycle paths on both sides, but these roads create big barriers. The network of main roads is very dense, much denser than, for example, in 's-Hertogenbosch, a city 3 times the size of Wageningen. Also, drivers can use smaller roads that run parallel to the main ones, which goes against Dutch policy of concentrating through traffic on roads made for that purpose. And these roads are even going to be expanded. I know this is decided by the province, but still, when Wageningen talks about improving accessibility, they mean for cars. Compare that to Utrecht, where such texts about improving accessibility focus on bicycles and public transportation. The second thing I noticed was the large number of car parking areas. There's a route through the centre where all the parking lots are numbered, and it keeps going beyond the numbered ones. On the day I filmed, the final lot was luckily being used for a market. The city knows that parking spaces could be used for better things. For example, take this square. The buildings around it may not be architectural masterpieces, but this square could be a much better public space, just like this similar place in 's-Hertogenbosch, which also used to be a parking lot. While car drivers are welcomed with open arms, how is it for people arriving by bicycle or public transport? This was my third observation. Wageningen does have a station, but it's a bus station. The biggest bicycle parking facility is also here, but honestly, it's not that impressive by Dutch standards. The bus station is a bit north of the city centre, just a short walk from where most people want to go. After you get off the bus, you have to cross a busy provincial road, but there are no traffic lights or a zebra crossing to help you. You rely on friendly drivers to let you pass. Then you have to walk through a dark underpass in a gloomy apartment building. On the other side you find a parking lot. Behind it is the nice pedestrianised city centre. Also, people cycling to the supermarket here have to park their bicycles against a fence. The fourth thing I noticed was this brand new school that just opened. It's Wageningen, so the parking lot was finished first, of course. Meanwhile, the school children have to park their bicycles in the dirt. Even stranger, the school was built next to a busy road, which is almost the only way into a new neighborhood. Other municipalities go out of their way to plan schools next to main cycle routes, but here there's just a sign warning about crossing children on that road that, as I mentioned before, should be close to through traffic anyway. The fifth and final observation was that the cycling infrastructure doesn't feel like a coherent network. In some places, there's a mix of different types of mediocre infrastructure with a variety of surfaces and crossings with and without priority within just a few hundred meters. What about direct, safe, comfortable and attractive routes, the key elements of Dutch cycling infrastructure? In some areas there are old-fashioned cycle paths, where they're not really needed anymore. One spot had a drainage issue. The surface of some cycle paths isn't up to standard, and sometimes the cycle route even goes through a car park. Luckily, There are also modern cycleways, and the infrastructure on the university campus is actually very good. The fast cycle route from Wageningen to Ede and the railway station is currently under construction. I hope the municipality doesn't think this is the end of cycling improvements, but instead uses this route as the new backbone of an updated cycling network. When the Alderman for Traffic spoke after my presentation, I heard many good ideas. The council seems to have the right vision for the future, but now it's important to turn those ideas into action.